It's a behind-the-scenes look at a day in the life of a public health inspector. Their job is to help make sure the food you eat and the water you swim in is safe. Now, they do that by making routine visits to restaurants and several other establishments. CTV's Josh Crabb joins us now with more on this story. And Josh, you spent the day with the public health inspector. How often do they visit establishments?
Well, Gord, there's no specific time frame. Now, the visits are usually unexpected, but in this case, the operators knew the inspector was coming. Now, ultimately, it's up to business owners to make sure their own establishments are safe and that they're following provincial guidelines, but the public health inspectors are here to make sure people are playing by the rules. If they're not, they can face the consequences.
Use the light color.
It's a place where kids share toys, crayons, and touch the same surfaces. The importance of cleanliness and proper sanitation is critical at daycares.
Germs spread like wildfire in daycare.
It's not the only place where hygiene matters. Certain establishments can face fines or closures if they don't meet standards. CTV News spent the day with Public Health Inspector Natalie Loudon visiting a daycare, a tattoo and piercing shop, a swimming pool, and a restaurant.
I'm here for your routine inspection.
At the newly opened Basita Filipino restaurant on Cordon Avenue, Loudon starts her visit in the kitchen. Using a flashlight, she checks nooks and crannies and finds the floors are clean.
And that's important to prevent attracting rodents or insects or anything like that, right?
She also inspects the chlorine sanitizing dishwasher using special test strips.
So definitely have sanitizer residual on there. Okay, so your dishwasher is sanitizing.
Loudon makes sure the kitchen has running water, a hand washing station, and then inspects the cooler. The temperature inside must measure below 5 degrees Celsius. The overhead compartment, which mainly holds vegetables, wasn't cold enough.
Okay, so how long have these eggs been here for?
This morning.
From this morning?
Yeah.
Okay, so they are sitting at a warmer temperature than they should be. And because they are eggs, they need to be kept at 5 degrees Celsius or colder.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to ask to discard these.
Otherwise, everything at the restaurant checked out. Co-owner Roddy Saradias says he treats every day like inspection day.
To have somebody maybe get ill because of malpractice it's not very good for business, and it's something that we haven't encountered yet and don't plan on doing.
At the daycare, Loudon finds an issue with the center's dishwasher. The rinse temperature was 10 degrees below safe sanitation levels.
So I'm reading a 170, so I think we will have to call someone in.
A repair person attended, and by the end of the day, the problem was fixed. The rest of the inspection came back clean.
Sanitizing tables, frequency of laundering, frequency of sanitizing toys. We've gone over the diapering, and so everything looks really good.
At this tattoo and piercing shop in Osborne Village, the health inspector looks for hygienic sterilization of piercing tools and makes sure any tattoo equipment is safe as well. Loudon also spends time checking pools for water quality, proper chlorine levels, signage, and emergency equipment. Now, at restaurants, similar rules in the kitchen apply to the bar area. They must have a sanitization cloth at the ready to wipe down the counters. They also must make sure that their dishwasher behind the bar meets provincial guidelines. Same with the coolers that store beverages and drinks. Now, they also must make sure that they display their health permit showing that they have approval to run a restaurant, and people can take a look at it when they walk into the venue.
You bet. Josh, you had quite the day, very busy. When would, though, someone face a fine or possible closure order?
That's a good question, Gord. Now, that usually happens if an establishment is a repeat offender or if they're in serious violation of public health regulations. Now, if you have a complaint about a certain establishment, you can contact a public health inspector yourself. We have some contact information on our website, winnipeg.ctvnews.ca. You can find a link there if you're curious about contacting a public health inspector.
All right, thanks for this, Josh.